Flow Thai Massage and Bodywork. Here today with a quick 30-minute yoga class. I'm doing a 30-day challenge to raise money and awareness for St. Jude's, which is an amazing organization that helps children with cancer and their families. It's a really, really good organization, so if you have a few minutes, go and check it out. And if you wanted to donate to my fundraiser, that would be absolutely amazing. You can find it. I will put the link somewhere. I'll figure that out. So anyways, it's a Facebook fundraiser, and you can go and donate, and that would be fantastic. So anyways, so this is today's class is going to be all about leg strength. So I only partly have something planned out for the day, so we're gonna just kind of wing it and see what happens. But hopefully by the end of this class, your legs will feel stronger. Maybe if we're like really spot on, they'll be a little jelly because we worked so hard, but we'll see what happens. One never knows with me. I do weird random stuff. So let's go ahead and start this class. So finding a nice comfortable seated position. Go ahead and pull those shoulders all the way up to the ears, and then just drop them down, letting them fall away from your ears. So they're nice and relaxed, nice and loose. Maybe sit back just a little bit so you're not leaning forward all ready to go. We're just going to take a minute here to release, relax, get grounded, get centered, all of that kind of good stuff. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Don't grip or clench the belly. Just let it be natural. Soften your face. Let your face be natural. And go ahead and close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Let it out on a sigh. And with that sigh, release any tension, any tightness, any stress that you might be feeling, so that you can really just be present here for the next 30 minutes while we do something that is so good for us. So just kind of take a minute to look or to feel your body. How are you feeling? Where are you stressing? Where are you holding tension? And just let go of that stress. Let go of that tension. It's not serving you. It has no place. So just let it all go. Now bring your focus to your breath. Maybe taking a moment to just slow down the breath. Making your inhales and your exhales maybe a little deeper than they usually are. So no weird forced breathing here, just a little deeper, a little fuller. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through the nose, feeling the belly rise and expand on the inhale, pressing the belly button back towards the spine on the exhale. And just take a moment to really feel the breath. Feel the breath as it comes slowly in and goes slowly out. If your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Just gently guide it back to the breath. Right now, the breath is your whole world. The Breath comes slowly in. The breath goes slowly out. In through the nose, out through the nose. Okay, go ahead and slowly open your eyes. Maybe feeling a little more grounded, a little more centered and present. And let's go ahead and we're just gonna jump right in and do some yoga for leg strength. So let's see what Tracy's got in the back of her weird little brain today. So we're gonna start at the top of the mat. Toes and heels can either be together or, just kind of slightly apart, but, roughly together. So no wide stance, but they don't have to be like completely touching. You'll be fine. So whatever's comfortable, natural to you. Stand up nice and tall. Knees are not bent, but they're not locked. They're nice and loose. Shoulders down, away from the ears. So let's go ahead and reach the arms out, bringing them all the way up. Make sure to keep those shoulders down so that the shoulder joint works properly. So shoulders down, away from the ears, reaching the fingers up nice and high. On an exhale, let's dive down to forward fold. We're just starting to get a little loosened up here. So hanging out here in your forward fold for just a moment, feeling the length through the back of the legs. Maybe swaying the hips side to side, just loosening up, easing into the yoga practice. Head is nice and relaxed. On an inhale, reach the arms out, come all the way back up. This time, palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Bring the arms back as far as they go, reaching up and back. And on an exhale, dive down, coming back to your forward fold. This time we're going to come directly into chair. So from your forward fold, you're going to bend the knees. Weight is in your heels, so your toes are nice and relaxed. So with the weight in the heels, knees bent, you're going to bring the arms and the upper body up. Sit deep, tuck the hips under. So engaging the core, weight in the heels. Maybe sink a little deeper. This is our first chair of the day or of the practice. Maybe you've done more today, I don't know. And then bring the arms down. Lift the hips back to forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Dive down, come back to forward fold. Bend the knees, weight in the heels. Bring the arms up. Sit deep into your chair. And then wing those arms back, maybe leaning forward just a little bit, but the weight is still in your heels. That helps protect the knees. And then bring the arms back up. And then bring the hands to the mat, lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Dive down, forward fold. Drop the hips, bend the knees, weight in the heels, arms up. And then wing those arms back, leaning forward. Look down, wiggle your toes. Maybe sink a little deeper. Hold it, love it. We love the chair. Bring the arms back up. And then bring the arms back. We are loving this. Our thighs aren't on fire at all. This feels amazing. Reach the arms up. And then bring the hands to the mat. Lift the hips. Forward fold. Reach the arms out. Come all the way up. Palms come together. Little back bend. Reach back up. And sit back to chair. From here, you're going to come up onto the toes, actually lifting the heels. Woo, this time. And then bring the hands to the mat, still up on the toes. Drop the heels, forward fold. All right, we're going to do that again. Reach the arms out, come all the way up, reaching up towards the sky. Sit back to chair. And then lift the heels up, coming high up onto the toes. Just keep those heels lifted, bring the arms down, then drop the heels, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair. Come up on the toes. Bring the hands to prayer. And then slowly sink all the way down, heels lifted. So you're up on your toes. And then press all the way back up. Stay up on those toes. Reaching up, arms come up. And then drop the heels down. Arms come down, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair. Hands to prayer. Come up on the toes. Come all the way down. Stay up high on those toes. Try not to sink completely down, but maybe just stay slightly lifted. And then press all the way up, up on the toes. Reach the arms up. Sit back to chair, up on the toes. And then drop the heels down. Hands to prayer, sit a little deeper. And then hands to the mat, lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair. Bring the hands to prayer. This time, staying nice and deep in your chair, you're going to put the weight in the left foot and step the right foot back to a high lunge. Reach the arms up. Sit deep. Bring the hands to the mat. If you didn't get very far back with that right foot, just give it a little wiggle so that you can get a little deeper into your low lunge. Drop those hips, lift that right knee. Nice stretch through that right quad. And then step that right foot up and come into your forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair. Hands come to prayer. Sit nice and deep, weight in the heels. And then step that left foot back, coming in to your high lunge. Reach the arms up, sink deep, left leg straight. Bring the hands to the mat. If you need to, wiggle that left foot back a little bit, come deep into a low lunge. Left leg as straight as you can make it. And then bring that left foot up, come into your forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair. Hands to prayer. Step that left foot back, high lunge. Woo. Keeping the hands in prayer, we're going to come into side lunge. So just kind of pivoting around. So you'll come up on your left heel, right toes reach towards the corner, stay lifted, slide across, lunge towards the other side. Step forward, coming into chair. Bring the hands to the mat, lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair, hands to prayer. Step that right leg back, high lunge. Pivoting around, Skandasana or side lunge. Stay low, slide across. Lunge towards the front. Step forward to chair. Woo, almost didn't make it. Bring the hands to the mat. Lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair, hands to prayer. Sit low. Sit back, weight in the heels. Left leg back, high lunge. Pivot around, coming into your side lunge. Come halfway. Bring the arms up for goddess pose. So tuck the hips under, knees press back, toes towards the corners, arms up. Try not to droop into it, stay high. Bring the hands to prayer, and then slide across, side lunge, lunge towards the back, step forward to chair, hands to the mat, lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair, hands to prayer. Step back, high lunge. So you're stepping back with the right foot. Coming into side lunge. Come to the middle, lifting up. Again, tucking the hips under, knees pressing back, arms up for goddess. Take a moment to breathe. Hands to prayer. Slide all the way across, side lunge. Pivot around, lunge towards the front. Step forward to chair. Hands to the mat, lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. All right, we're just gonna keep doing this because it's good for you. Sit back to chair. Hands to prayer. Sit deep, weight in the heels. Chest lifted. Left leg back, high lunge. Drop that left knee down. Uncurl the toes. Reach the arms up for crescent moon lunge. You can interlace the finger, release the pointer if you'd like. Arching back, hips pressing forward. And then reach straight back up. Uncurl the left toes. Lift the knee, hands to prayer. Side lunge. Slide across. Lunge towards the back. Step forward to chair. Bring the hands to the mat, lift the hips, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair, hands to prayer. Right foot back, high lunge. Drop that right knee down, uncurl the toes. Arms come up for crescent lunge. Curl the right toes under, lift the knee. Hands come to prayer, side lunge. Slide across. We're loving this. This is amazing. You feel so good, I swear. Lunge towards the front. Step forward to chair. Hands to the mat, hips lifted, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Sit back to chair, hands to prayer. Left leg back, high lunge. Let's go ahead and drop the right heel to the mat, turning the toes out. Rotate the upper body and we'll come into warrior two. So where are we? Right knee is bent, left leg is straight, right toes pointed towards the front, left toes pointed in just a little bit. Make sure that those hip points are pointing forward. Arms reaching out, turn to look at the right arm, that right hand. Sink deep. Drop the left arm down, right arm comes up for dancing warrior. Come back to warrior two. Back to high lunge. So coming up on the left toes. Hands to the mat, low lunge. Step forward to forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. We're gonna do that again, but you'll see me from the back this time as I will be facing the other direction. So what do we do here? Here, sit back to chair, hands come to prayer. Step that right foot back, high lunge. I don't actually remember what we did. I think from here we came into warrior two. So you're gonna drop the right heel to the mat, kind of pivoting the toes around, centering the upper body. So you're not leaning into it, but you're straight up and down, arms out, hips tucked under, turning to look down the left fingers. Sink deep. Drop the right arm down, flip the palm to face the ceiling, come up and back for dancing warrior. Back to warrior two. Back to high lunge. Sink deep, breathe deep. Hands come to the mat, step forward, forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. Dive down, forward fold. Taking just a moment, oh, did you just hear my doorbell? We're gonna ignore them. We're doing yoga. All right, so just taking a moment here to release into your forward fold. Reach the arms out, come all the way back up. Palms come together, little back bend. Reach back up. And then bring the arms to your sides. Whew, shake it off. Go ahead and come on forward. And let's just come down to a sitting position. All right. I hope you feel like your legs, I don't know, got a little bit of a workout today. We're gonna do just a few stretches here. So let's do some windshield wipers. So you can face forward or to the side, whatever feels good to you. Sitting with your legs a little bit, maybe a little bit wider than hip distance. I like to bring my arms behind me so that I'm kind of leaning back into this, and then I'm just gonna drop both of my legs to the right. My right leg is just kind of hanging. I'm feeling this kind of nice stretch all along this side of my leg. And I'm not pressing. I'm just kind of letting gravity do its thing. Just kind of a motion that isn't typical for your legs, but should probably feel really good. So go ahead and come back to center and then take that to the other side. So these are typically referred to as windshield wipers. So the idea is that you're kind of going, back and forth like windshield wipers. But I like to go really slow in these so that I can really take the time to feel the stretch, to feel what's going on in my body, what's catching, what's tight, what feels like it really needs to be loosened up. So again, and then if it feels good to you, feel free to kind of push that knee down, like you're trying to touch the floor with it. But take the time to kind of play around with it. Let's go back to the first side. See what feels good to you. Does it feel good to lift that hip and press the knee down? Oh, I just got my back to pop. Nice. Does it feel better to have that hip, down and press the knee down? Just what feels good to you? What is your body looking for today? All right, and let's go to the other side. I usually have to kind of readjust my hips when I'm going back and forth. So again, just whatever whatever feels good to you. If you listen, your body will typically tell you what it needs. All right, and then come back to center. Let's come into, let's do fire log pose. It's one of my favorite poses. I'm not sure if this is like an official yoga pose or not, but I think it feels amazing. So I'm going to bring my shin so that it's parallel to the top of my mat. That's my right leg, and then I'm going to take my left foot and just kind of put it on my right knee so that my shins are roughly lined up and parallel to the side of my mat there. If that doesn't work for you, you can put it in front or, wherever. Don't try to be something, just because you saw it on a video or whatever. Be you. Do what feels good to you, what's right for your body. This feels good to me, so I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm going to bring my hands down. And then I'm just going to start slowly walking myself down. Now, the idea, if you don't know this pose, the idea is that you should most likely, everybody's body is different, be respectful and love your body for what it is. But ideally, you're feeling a little bit of a stretch through your left booty area, maybe kind of all along the side of that left leg. So wherever your body goes, wherever feels good, stretching should always feel good. If it's not feeling good, it's freaking out your nervous system, and that's not helping you. That's not going to make you cannot force yourself to be more flexible. You can allow your body to become more flexible, but you cannot force flexibility upon your body, because your nervous system will basically say, screw you, I'm not doing that, and then it's going to be very counterproductive. So, moral of the story, stretching should feel good. It's my lecture for the day. All right, so again, wherever feels good, just hanging out. All right, and then we're going to slowly walk back up. If that was a fairly intense stretch for you, a little bit of intensity is okay as long as it's not painful. And you should always be able to relax into it, which gives your nervous system the signal that, oh yeah, this is cool, we're good, everything's good, and that's what you're looking for. So once I've done a fairly intense stretch, I like to just kind of hang out for a second and let my body sort of process what just happened. So after just a moment, and the body was like, yeah, I think we kind of dug that. Let's do it on the other side. So we're gonna switch. So right foot on top or in front or wherever is good for you. Kind of getting all situated and placed where you want to be placed. Hands come in front. Gently, slowly, mindfully paying attention to your body. Come to wherever feels good to you. You shouldn't really have to work at this pose. Gravity should pretty much do most everything for you. So try to relax, try to let go. If your body is tensing, holy crap, what's going on? Oh my God. That's not good. That's not good. So come into a pose. When you just kind of start feeling that stretch, hang there for a moment. Let your body get used to it. Be like, yeah, this is cool. We can do a little bit more. And then maybe sink down a little bit. But allow your body to release slowly into a stretch. I feel like I'm talking and lecturing a lot. I hope that's okay. If it's not, you can turn off the video. And it was free, so you didn't pay for it. So, don't come nagging at me about nagging at you. I'm just kidding. It feels good. We're learning stuff. We're learning stuff about the body. So yeah, so we're slowly releasing. We're slowly relaxing. We're letting gravity do its thing. Feeling heavy. Sinking into the pose. It feels good. It feels amazing. I feel like I could just hang this way all day long. I'm going to take a big breath. And then slowly come back up, hanging out just for a moment, letting my body process this information. Yeah, that feels good. I feel good. I hope you feel good. All right, so go ahead and find yourself just a comfortable seated position, whatever feels good. Let's bring our hands together, close our eyes. Take just a moment to notice how the body feels. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to your mat today, for doing something really good for you. And I thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this yoga practice today. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. Namaste.